Picture we can see the walls that came later, 2000 years later, by King Herod, who built that walls in order to lift up all the plaza and built the second temple, the magnificent second temple. But at the beginning it was only the mountain, Mount Moriah, that we can see right in here. Okay? Later on came King David to this place, and King David joined, first of all, he joined all the tribes, the 12 tribes in unity, all the 12 tribes of Israel around Jerusalem. It was his capital, and he intended to build the temple, but the one who built the first temple was his son, of course, King Solomon, his son. So this is the first temple. You can see it right there, up above the mountain, Mount Moriah, the same mountain, okay? Mount Moriah. These are the palace of the king and other buildings around it, and we can see that all the city was on that mountain, and in between there were two valleys. This is the Kidron, okay, and it's towards to the east, that way. So Mount of Olives is right here, okay, just to understand directions. This is the upper city, which is now the Jewish quarter up there to the west. Okay, this is the Jewish quarter, and this is the Guy. What is a Guy? The Guy is a name of another valley. The name of the valley is the Guy. Okay, so this is the valley, and if people from the upper city want to go to the temple, they need to cross this valley, right? Because from one high place to another. Because of that, they needed a bridge to connect in between them. That bridge came later in the days of the Hasmoneans or the Maccabees. You know this period in time? Okay. Perfect. So, it was about 2,200 years ago, the days of the Hasmoneans, and they built that bridge in two levels. We can see two levels, gates to the temple, the valley I spoke about, the upper city. And let's remember another thing, on that bridge there were places for pedestrians, people walking by, of course, to the temple. And another thing, there was an aqueduct of water in order to bring water from springs of South Judea into the temple. Temple needs a lot of water for purify, mikvahs, cleaning the place and everything. Okay, so that was the idea of the bridge, to connect in between the temple and the upper city. Later on came, of course, King Herod. And King Herod was a great builder in this place, and he built the temple that no one has seen before, the second temple. And this is the second temple. This place here in white is the Holy of Holies, okay? Kodesh HaKodashim in Hebrew. This place, we believe, is standing up above a rock. We call it the foundation rock. This rock is the rock the whole world. Hello, welcome, please join us. That the whole world, this is King Herod's temple. I'm starting from here. I'm continuing from here, okay? And this place is the Holy of Holies, or Kodesh HaKodashim, which is standing above the foundation rock, which is the rock that we believe the whole world started from. This is our belief, okay? So this is the place. All of that is the western wall, and out there in the plaza, you can see only 50 meters of it, okay? Only 50 meters of it. But the whole western wall is about 500 meters. This is the southern wall, eastern wall towards Mount of Olives, and the northern wall. And of course the bridge I spoke about up upon this valley, okay? So this is the idea in the days of King Herod. And in the year 70 AD, there was the big fight with the Romans, and everything was destroyed up above. Let's see it in the picture. A big fight, everything was destroyed. Stones were driven from all over. Fire, the temple was destroyed, totally destroyed. Hello, welcome. The temple was destroyed totally. The bridge was damaged a bit. Also this house right here, we can see stones that were driven from up above by the Romans. They try even to destroy the walls, not even the temple. We'll see these stones later on in our tour, okay? And the Romans, after that, tried to build here a temple for their gods. on the city of Jerusalem, which they changed the name of the city of Jerusalem to Ilia Capitolina, the city of the Capitolonians gods. Okay, so they built a temple right here on the mountain. Everything else left at the place. And later on in the year 600 AD, came the Muslims to this place. And they built here the Dome of the Rock, which you can see from everywhere, also with the golden top. It is exactly the same point that the Holy of Holies, our temple, was. And because of that, there is the big conflict in this area between the two religions about the exact place. And it's politics. We won't get it right here to politics, but to understand it's the same place. And now when you see the golden top out there, imagine that the temple was 15 meters higher than that. Okay, so imagine how was the temple in the days of Herod. Everything else left at the same place, the Western Wall, the bridge, a small house right here, maybe a bigger house right here, the valley, everything you know from before. Later on, medieval time, came the Mamluks. The Mamluks were slaves who took power in Egypt and came to this place, Muslims, and they built here many things, but they built also the Muslim quarter. And they built it on, see please here, arches and vaults like that. They built it to the higher level. Okay, let's see. Like that. Please look there. All the Muslim quarter. Very near to the wall, very near to the Western Wall, and up above us. Okay? Up above us. So this is the Western Wall out there. This is the plaza. But when we got here in 1967, we found so many houses. Most of them were abandoned, and we cleared this neighborhood, and that is the plaza we know right now. Okay? Clear this place, and this is the situation, you know, right now you came inside from here, okay? Remember, Dome of the Rock? Imagine that the temple was higher a bit 15 meters to this height, okay? The plaza, everything was here, and now we understand that most of the Western Wall is hidden by the neighborhood. Let's look it from up above, okay, from the fly of a bird. So, this is the plaza, the entrance to the tunnels. Okay, this is a gate to go up to the temple, not the temple, the Dome of the Rock. If you want to visit up there, you go by this bridge from wood. This is the entrance. Probably you came from here or came from here. This is the Jewish quarter and the Muslim quarter. So, on that picture, let's put the bridge from the past, the bridge that connected the upper city to the Temple Mount. Okay, let's put it right here. And this is the bridge, which is the main issue of this tour. This is the Great Bridge connecting the city from here to the temple. And let's put there the Western Wall itself. Okay? So, this is the old Western Wall from the days of the temple and the bridge. And now we understand that most of the houses here are hiding this place. Okay, and we'll discover part of it in our tour. Our tour will be along the bridge, going down, exploring this house. This is a splendor house. We must explore it, understand it, see the elements there, all kind of decorates inside of it. Let's put the roof off. You can see place with water, a splendor place, gates, stairs, all kinds of elements. We'll explore it, don't worry. That is part of our tour. And after exploring the house, we are about here. After exploring the house, we'll get to this place, see a lovely mikveh from the old days, face the Western Wall itself, the same wall as outside, but that wall hasn't seen the sun or rain for about 800 years, okay, this one. Then we see a flip-up model, nice one, the kids will love it, I'm sure, and a nice synagogue, a modern synagogue to finish our tour, okay? So if you're ready, we can continue, of course. Please watch your steps right here.